In life, no matter what we did in the past or whatever's in the store for us in the future, in the end, what really counts is the present time, which will make the past better and will identify our future. Each of us has our little dreams. Each of us hope that one day we could earn on our own and be the persons that we wanted. We journey and out of nowhere we aspire. And I believe that right at this moment, we are thinking of what lies ahead of us. The best feeling in this world is to do the things they say you can never do. And if you want the rainbow, you have to deal with the thundering rains of life. My batchmates, allow me to bring you to the future as well. We'll see ourselves 10 years from now. Lend me your ears. In just a minute, we'll take a trip to the future. Stand back, widen your imagination, and enjoy the trip. Let's explore the year 2034. I was glazed in my deep slumber, huddled in the dewy breeze caused by the rosy scent of my room. When I heard someone calling me, saying that I need to wake up, I ignore it because I know it's just my mom who wants to wake me up and get ready for school. The calling continued, so I decided to get down on my bed. As I was preparing myself to go downstairs, my eyes flew on the calendar placed on the wall of my room. I was shocked and my eyes wide awakened to my surprise. It was year 2034. I simply ignored it, but confusion were all over my face. Questions were popping out on my head. I heard a soft click that made me back to reality again. My door opened and I saw a man in his mid-20s, a bland man named Jerick Dolor. He came near to me and said that I should wake up because I'm going to be late at my work. I was dumbfounded. Huh? Work? Seriously? I'm only 18 and I'm still studying. Then I saw an ID beside my drawer. My jaw dropped because my whole name is printed on it. Kristen Lee Almiron Dolor, 28 years old, head journalist in Time magazine. I can't believe it. I hurriedly went out on my apartment and held a cab at the building where my so-called work located is. The editor-in-chief came together with his wife and went to my cubicle. Would you ever believe that my boss is my schoolmate before? Yes, he is. My boss, the editor-in-chief of Time magazine, is no other than Aris Langkaon with his wife Crescel Joy Madriaga. He said that I'll be going to be a part of one of the greatest events in the history of the Philippines. It's the new papal visit. I am one of the lucky journalists to be able to coverage the visit of the Pope. By the way, my work is located here in New York, so I need to go back to my beloved country. 2 days after, I was at Aguilana International Airport, owned by Jesus Aguilana Jr. I was waiting for my flight when I saw a familiar face. I saw Ashley Agustin. She was my former classmate and she became a flight attendant. We greeted each other, and when they announced my flight, I instantly stood up and took my way. I ran as quickly as I can to catch up. Luckily, I'm with my co-journalists inside the plane, and that made my worries fade away. I am with Regine Cardenas and Russell Patchag, my former schoolmates. Seriously? Am I hallucinating? Suddenly, I feel nostalgic that made me emotional, and then I may need to pee, so I decided to go to the bathroom. The plane landed at Iganya International Airport, owned by Pedro Iganya III, my former batchmate way back in high school. He also owned the Big M bus line that travels from Ilocos Norte to Manila and vice versa. The Pope was welcomed by His Excellency Peter Ben Pacon, the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Along with him is Milka Joy Duria, Vice President, and their cabinet members. The Pope had gone to his car, and I, together with my fellow journalists, went to the press area. waiting for our ride to Quirino Grandstand, the first destination of the Pope. On our way to that place, we saw a commotion on the road. There I saw Dr. Renan De Leon with his three nurses reviving someone who met an accident. I am very proud because they were my schoolmates, trying to save the life of that poor man. At last, we're able to arrive before the program starts. The program started when Romilin Jose, the conductor of the famous Philharmonic Orchestra, sang the national anthem, followed by singing of a Christian song by the famous singer Nica Jane Delgado. After that, a mass was conducted by Cardinal Ryan Laksao together with the Pope. Moreover, while the fresh air blew hard, a newspaper from a security flew and I quote it. Out with curiosity, I attentively read those jaw-dropping articles of this publication, which was tagged by the headline Papal Visit. But one headline hooked my attention. Filipina Rick Hollywood. I hurriedly opened it, and to my surprise, the highlighted names were my former schoolmates. She was Lovely Gansett. On the other side was a printed salutation to the two beauty queens, namely Reina Monica Sonyo and Laika Alonso. There will be a conference inside the function hall after the dinner of the Pope. The foods they have served were very good, and I can say that all the chefs are really creative and very well trained. So I asked the waiter, who are the chefs of this hotel? And then he said that they were Marinel Corpus, Rachel Villanueva, and Von Jeric Lagare. After the dinner, we proceed at the conference hall of the hotel. Many popular people were gathered here just to see nearly the Pope, like the basketball legends, namely Larry Adolfo and John Emmanuel de Larna. What highlighted the reception was the presence of our white-haired former mentors. My only regret was that some of our teachers remain singular and it's too late for them to get plural. But they were amazingly young looking, that they do not grow old that fast. But two of the well-known lawyers of the country asked the Pope, which made the Pope smile in speechless. He is Attorney Ruden Gomez and his assistant lawyer slash wife, Attorney Anne Rose Pacaonsis. After more than 2 hours, the conference ended. Day 2 of the papal visit. He was scheduled to visit Mindoro after the visit of the last Pope. So, as a journalist, we followed him. He visited the places devastated by the different natural disaster. In that place, you can really see the huge improvement of the society made by the hope brought by Pope. You can even determine that this place once been devastated. And I can say that after the deadly catastrophe, they overcome it. Before the Mass, the Pope toured first around the city. There were thousands of people gathered along the street just to take a glimpse of the Pope when I noticed 9 familiar faces. They are Abigail Manuel, Isa Jane Baldeo, Desiree Oliveros, Julissa Yance, RJ Lozano, Krish Balite, John Ray Paringet, Agilus Mendoza, and John Kenneth de la Cruz. I learned from them that they were the architects and engineers for the renovations of the different infrastructures in this place. In that way, I realized they helped the people of Mindoro and the other parts of the Philippines. The Mass started. All of us were very emotional. We all look back the happenings when the disaster struck the different parts of the Philippines. We prayed for the lives that had been killed that time. After the Mass, many pupils and students, together with their teachers, namely Janamir Andres, Raimjan Biduya, Jack Bradley Dawa, Joen Sison, Skylin Oliveros, Norilyn Kahilig, Andrea Rivera, and Ronnie Dumo went to the Pope. The Pope even embraced a kid, and I was touched by that scene So, I took them a photo. We traveled back to Manila after a long and tiring day in Mindoro. On the third day of the papal visit, there's this youth encounter at the University of Santo Tomas, which involves thousands of children from different regions in the country. We were welcomed by Dr. Abner Jr. Esbieto, the new president of the university. I was very glad seeing those kids on how they devoted their attention to the Pope. I am very happy and surprised upon seeing my former schoolmates as none. They were Andrea De Vera, Richelle Ann Paclibar, Kyla Baduya, and Irene Joy Rimas. Answering his questions when someone's caught my attention, I saw Sherwin J. Bajo holding a mic, and the cameraman Christian Bajo was facing him. Then, realizations hit me. He's now a news reporter. I also saw Princess Caril Roscales and Paulo Panado in the university, and they said that they were the deans in this school. We were now on the plane piloted by Captain Jepril Tolagan, going back to Vatican City. The 5-day visit of the Pope went really good. It was a nice experience, though I'm still dumbfounded by the questions why I am here. Because as far as I know, I'm still 18. And I need to attend my last JS prom as a senior high school student. Hours passed, I think, when I felt someone was poking me. I don't want to open my eyes because I'm still feeling tired. The poking didn't stop. That's when I decided to open my eyes. There, I saw my mom again. She told me to prepare myself because in any minute from now, my makeup artist will be coming. I made a look. I was about to ask her, but my gaze went to the mirror. There, I saw myself. No longer had 28 years old face, but I look like 18 again. I screamed. I can't believe this. I'm back. I'm back to myself. I look at the calendar and there I saw the date, March 1, 2024. And this night will be my last prom in my senior high school life. I remembered what happened. As if it's really true. I found myself smiling at the thought of what will me and my batchmates are going to be in 10 years from now. Are we going to be like those I've experienced in my dream? Or will turn out to be those who were left behind? But then, nothing is impossible in this world if you will strive in the fields that you've chosen.